This is Fight Fans Radio. This is BJJ Addict Radio on Fight Fans Radio, presented by Red Belt Athletics, quality jiu-jitsu apparel for the jiu-jitsu fan and player. Visit Red Belt Athletics on the web at www.redbeltathletics.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is David Carroll. I'll say my real name, aka Real DWC. You can follow me at Twitter at Real DWC. Also, you can follow BJJ Addict, BJJ Addict Radio, which is the show that we're doing right now, folks. Of course, you can follow our producers, Fight Fans Radio, and our sponsors, Red Belt Athletics. Some great t-shirts. They got some great gear, and we got a couple announcements to make soon involving them and us, and it's going to be a real great thing to have them on board and teaming up with BJJ Addict Radio. So we're very proud to be part of them. Tonight is just me. Jerwell P is in the middle of moving right now. He's relocating, so we will not have him on the show tonight, but it's going to be all right, folks. Tonight we have Samir Chantre, a great competitor in BJJ, a very high-level black belt. Recently, he's been teaming up, not really that recent, but, he's very much involved with Caio Terra and supporting him, and they're kind of like a great 1-2 punch here. They're quite the team, closing out brackets together, and we're talking to him about how that relationship started and what it's done for him, and he's I think he's got a long way to grow, even though he's accomplished a lot in the sport already. But I think he's just, starting to hit the strides in the right direction. Personally, I've been watching him for a while, and he's always been improving. I really think he's got his best years ahead of him for sure. For people that don't know, he is a world no-gi champion, European Open champion. To win an open weight, he's a smaller guy. It's very, very difficult to do. So also remember, please go like everyone's Facebooks. If you just type in our names, I'm sure you will find them. BJJ Addict, BJJ Addict Radio, Red Belt Athletics, Fight Fans Radio. And please go visit our website. That's bjjaddicttv.com. bjjaddicttv.com. We just started getting into reviewing some products and books and DVDs and whatnot. So far we've had the chance to review The Martial Apprentice by our good friend Roy Dean. Very, very great book if you haven't read it. And we had the chance to review Robert Drysdale's The Cradle series, which is a unique approach to passing the half guard. So of course we have that going on. We also have a star in the rising, Christian Woodmansee, who just wrote a blog for us on our website. He's talking about the struggles of being at such a high level and the grind of day in, day out, and the mental side to that, and some troubles he's faced. So every grappler could relate to that. So it's a great blog to check out. And of course, we've had Dan Fagella, who will have an episode coming out with him probably in August. He did a great case study on Jeff Glover for our website. So bjjaddicttv.com. It's quite the website. We're trying to really, really build it up, and we got some unique features that I think not too many other websites have. And if anyone wants to work together with us, we've had a lot of people reaching out to us, the good people at All Things BJJ. We now have their link on our website with their banner, and go check them out. They make phenomenal movies. I should say, like mini videos. They had one with Dean Lister. Huron Gracie's my personal favorite one. They just have one with Hobson Mora, so you can't go wrong watching this stuff. And we're down to work with a lot of people. So if anyone has suggestions or ideas of ways to collaborate and just expand jiu-jitsu, we would be more than willing to hear you out and try to figure something out. I think it would be a great addition to us, and the more the merrier. That's the way I look at things. As long as we're getting the word out, and instead of trying to all battle each other and talk shit, maybe we could work together and achieve something greater than we could ever imagine, actually. So info@bjjaddicttv.com if you want to email us. That's info@bjjaddicttv.com. And that's it for about the plugs and whatnot. Last week we had Kid Pellegro and Michael Lira Jr. on. Some good numbers, very consistent show, some good feedback. The one before that, of course, had it was triple stacked. It had Anthony Parrish and Vinny Megalhaes. I was going to butcher his name again. Hopefully I did a better better turn that time. And we had Samuel Braga on. That show actually hit very high numbers. Thanks for all the support with that, and good luck to both of those people fighting August 3rd, UFC 163 in Brazil. We're looking forward to that. What has been going on lately, folks? For our listeners locally, in the Ontario district, and of course, the outskirts like New York and Boston and Montreal and whatnot. Everyone around these areas that can make it out, who usually do. IBJJF Toronto Open is coming soon. That will be August 3rd also, and registrations probably closing up soon because we're getting close to the end of July. And don't forget to go register. I'm going to take a sip of water, so if you don't hear me talking, that's why. There we go. So August 3rd, IBJJF Toronto Open, and I also had an article on the upcoming tournaments on our website, so you guys could check out what's going on. That's for people around the Ontario district. If you got tournaments, guys, that you would like promoted, I'm thinking I'm going to start writing up a monthly thing for each month, what tournaments are coming up, and if you got a tournament that you want to promote, hit us up on the email that I already gave out at info@bjjaddicttv.com, and we'll be more than happy to promote that tournament. It's a great thing to do. Hold on folks. 1 second. I just gotta write a message in here. So we will be starting our interview very soon, in about 2 minutes. We do have an upcoming review soon that will be on our website. It's going to feature Keith Owen, past guest of BJJ ADDICT Radio, well-respected instructor under Pedro Sauer, and we're gonna go look over his DVD called Lights Out, Collar Chokes Volume 1, and I've watched it already. It has some gnarly chokes on there. If you guys are fans of choking people out with the gi, get ready for this one. Also coming up, of course, August 10th will be the Vegas Summer International Open, another IBJJF tournament, and that brings out some of the biggest and brightest stars. It's quite the tournament showing up, the people that sign up for that. So a lot of things are going on. Definitely no shortage of jiu-jitsu right now, that's for sure. So we're going to start this interview, folks. And let's get ready to rock this, folks. By the way, if anyone wants us to do a live show with, maybe one time we'll try it out with guests calling in, email us or hit us up on Facebook or hit up Fight Fans Radio, Twitter, whichever social media you have, hit us up. Let us know if you think that's a great idea, and maybe we could try that out. And you know, we like to do what the fans want, what the people want. That's what we're all about. So, you know, if you guys want something like that to happen, maybe one episode, you know, I know everyone wants to ask a question, especially when we have some of the biggest and brightest stars on our show. So we'll definitely have to do that, folks, for sure. And yeah, so any second now we'll be giving them a call, and that's about it, folks. Did anyone, I know I talked about it last week, but there was now another footage of Meow Brother versus Renzo Gracie. It was actually just them doing a technique, but I thought it was really cool seeing the blend of somebody of such modern jiu-jitsu and someone from the old guard working together like that, and they both showed a move, and you know, these are things that, you know, just little variations might have changed, but this is the way that I think personally that the sport self-defense, whichever way you see it, will evolve, is different generations working together. I think that's one of the greatest things ever, and I'm sure it's because they were you know, I'm sure it's because they were out of town, maybe, that they did get to train together. That seems more likely. But either way, it's really cool to see people, you know, put down what patches on their back and stuff, and really, you know, just work together because they feel like working together. So that will be cool. I got a crazy storm out right now, folks, outside my house, and I don't know about you guys, but the weather has been so inconsistent lately. It's pretty nutty, I'll tell you that much. By the way, guys, we have a bunch of episodes coming out in August. Once a week, it'll be live every Tuesday. That's usually when we put them out anyways, like we do right now at 7 o'clock. And we got some really unique guests coming out, but I can't release all of them, or any of them, actually. So you'll have to wait and tune in for that.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Samir, please?
Yeah, it's me.
Hello, this is David Carroll from BJJ ADDICT RADIO. You're live on the air.
Hey, it is. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciate you being a guest on our show.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Nice. I was just, are you ready to start this?
Yeah.
Perfect. I was just wondering how training has been going lately, and what you've been up to, say, this week, and you know, how's training been going?
Yeah, training's been going good. I was in vacation in Brazil after the Worlds. I went there, so took some time off to renew my energies, and now we already started training all the way. Focus on the following tournaments, the Opens. My next is the Vegas Open. So yeah, training has been great. Our afternoon, our competition training has been good with all the black belts, all the guys here. So yeah, I feel really good for this next season.
Nice. And when you go to Brazil, do you just take a straight vacation, or did you get some training in?
Yeah, the plan was to take vacation though, but I just can't. But and of course, like the gym there that I trained my whole life, Carson Gracie, where I trained my whole life with my instructor, Ana Moraes, and my friends, they are all there. So when I go there, I always try to visit and get some training, you know. and to hang out with them too, and end up going there often. Yeah, this time I was there for 2 weeks, and I got to train a couple times, so it was good. It was good to be there in training, and also, yeah, I just can't stay too much time away from it,
Of course not. And now that you've been in North America for a while, how do you feel the level is compared to when you go back home in Brazil?
Oh, the level here grows and grows and grows every day. Like the guys are always are all coming here, so the training here is really good. Like if you see the top competitors, maybe out of 10, seven of them are here, or 8 maybe. So the level here is always grow. People are coming here and also teaching. So even the Americans, the young Americans are gonna be like definitely the next generation, because all the good guys from Brazil are coming here and teaching, and you can see already like a lot of good guys on the black belt division. They are coming up, brown belt division. So the level here grew like crazy compared to Brazil.
Yes. I was actually wondering, I assume where you are, but I don't want to make any assumptions, of course. So where are you making your main training when you're in North America?
I live in San Jose, California, and we got a gym here, the Institute of Martial Arts, and a couple associations around us here. That's this association that we built here, that's Caio Terra Association. So it's me, Caio, Queixinho, Flavio, so and all our students here. So only one gym, we are 4 black belts, and friends. We got a lot of friends around here from Claudio França, from different gyms around here that comes here and train with us. So we always have good training here.
Nice. And I was just curious how your friendship with Caio Terra started, and maybe can you let us in on how that all began?
We met back in Brazil like a long time ago. Maybe when I was 15, maybe, like pretty much 10 years ago. Yeah, I think that was it. Like 10 years ago, we met. Maybe earlier than that, but it was in tournaments, because back in Brazil we used to compete every single weekend, and we used to see each other every single weekend. We used to belong from different teams, and then we would see each other in every single tournament, and then you just start talking with the person, and then he invited me to train at his house. He used to have mats on his house. So I went, it happened that his house was like 2 blocks away from my house. So I used to go there and train with him and some friends there. And then he used to go to my gym, I used to go to his gym, and then that was how the friendship was built. Like training every day pretty much together, even though we belong to different teams.
That's pretty amazing, actually. Was it hard for that to happen? Is it as political where you were from as it is in some places? I know in San Jose, I've heard before from other people that San Jose seems to everyone kind of is friendly with each other, but have you ever run into that problem where people had an issue with you guys training from different teams together?
Yeah, I'm very lucky, I'm not going to lie. My instructor back in Brazil was always he was always defending the cross training. He was always like telling me to do it, because I was always gonna grow with that, and that's what I try to pass to my students too. Because when you do cross training, you're training different people. You're getting put in different situations. You are learning different things. You have to do different stuff. So you're always gonna grow with that. So my instructor always told me to do it, and he was happy because I was really good since he was always really good, and training with him always helped me too, you know. So I used to go to his house, and a lot of different guys there too. His friends, not only him, but his brother, his friends. So it was good because I didn't have that problem because of my instructor. He was always like incentivizing me to do it, you know. And also his instructor was really cool about it. He was always inviting me to go there. Oh, Samir, you don't need to only go to his house. You can come here too. You can come here and train with all the guys here too. So he was always good. He was always nice about it too. Paulo Mauricio, so because instructor all that time.
Nice. And how does it feel like when you guys show up to a tournament and you guys are closing out brackets together and you know, do you guys ever decide beforehand if you guys will actually fight in finals, or is that just not going to happen?
Yeah, no, we always train together, you know, and so what we think is if we think as a team, so we want to grow as a team. If it happens that we are in different side of the bracket and we win it all and get in the final, both of us, is because our work has been doing really good, and that's what matters for us, you know. And we always decide beforehand. Even like in any tournament we do, we are not like with that vision of, okay, I know we know you're gonna win, so who's gonna take the gold? No, we never did it, but we get as soon as we both get in the finals. Before anything, we celebrate because we know we both won, you know, because our work won, our team won. So I'm actually happier when something that happens when I'm close out with him or when I close out with Queixinho. I'm actually happier than when I win myself by myself, because I see that when I win or when one of my teammates win, okay, it was really good. He did really well. But when both of us or three of us win, it's because not even me or not even one of them did well, but our team did well. Our work was well done. So it's not like individual skill or anything. It was our work. Our work was well done, and that make us very happy. So we always try to, like, before, and we're really cool about it. We don't. We're not like selfish or anything, you know. Always we're like, oh no, you can take the gold for this. You can take the gold this time, and I don't like when I say something like that. I know to expect. I know that I don't even need to say anything. The next time he will be the one say, oh no, you gave me last time. Now it's yours. You know. So we're pretty cool about it, and that's something also that was built with the friendship. Because if it's just a team, you don't have the friendship. Sometimes you may cause problem, this closing out thing, you know. But we are very fortunate that we are very cool about it.
Amazing. That's actually super cool to hear. I really respect that a lot, actually. And I was actually wondering if we could touch on perhaps the uniqueness. You just said it a bit. You touched on it about your team. But you guys, for your Worlds training camp, you know, you had Augusta Mendoza and Formiga and Mackenzie Dern and, you know, all your guys, and everybody just kind of came together. Is that a normal thing for you guys to have a bunch of other teams swing by and do training camps together, or was that just a special occasion?
No, the first time we did a camp here was in 2010. We did a camp for the World 2010, and it was like only black belts under 155 pounds, and it was really good actually. We had like 15 black belts, and most of us were for the same on the same division, and we were training every day. We were like making everyone better, like we will help each other. So it was really good, but we knew like in the end we knew like, we are from different teams. We are helping each other, but we are from different teams. So that was our mind since the beginning, And this time we did our camp with soul fighters. That all the soul fighter guys are our personal friends, So all those guys are our personal friends. We like them a lot, and even Kishin, one of our black belts here, came from soul fighters. So we were always friends of those guys forever. So it was really good to have them here and training with us. I'm sure they help us out a lot. I'm sure we could help. I hope we could help them out a lot too. So this cross training, like I was telling you, like this cross training helps a lot. So and being open minded like that, I think only makes you grow.
Absolutely. How did the team feel, or you personally feel when Tiquinho beat Rafa Mendes?
The whole team felt good because besides our personal friend, he was training there, and it was good. It was good to see this, and yeah, it was. He put a lot of effort in it. And he was feeling really good, and we all trained with him. We saw that he was capable of, Personally, I trained with him, and I was like, "Dude, you're more than ready." He was really, really ready for the fight. He was in a good shape. He was strong, and he was really, really good technically. So personally, I like it because he deserves it. He deserves it. He went down a weight class. He fought the guy that was like without losing for years, and he could be the champ, And that's very good.
Nice. Before you came on, I was explaining to the listeners, perhaps if they didn't know some of your credentials and what you've accomplished so far, and I was also saying that I personally think that you haven't even came close to your full potential yet. Do you feel like your best years are actually still to come ahead of you?
I do. I definitely do. I don't know. Most of people don't know. I've been around forever. I've been competing since I'm really young, and I'm only 24. I'm only 24 years old. I got my black belt. I was 20, and thank God, since then I was almost like in the top of. I was in the top of many tournaments. Only two months of my black belt, I got second in the world's no-gi. I won the American Nationals, and then I was always trying. I was always training really hard. I was always accomplishing a lot of things, and so people see me a lot on the tournaments, and they think like, oh, he's been there forever, and this and that. But I'm only 24, So I truly think sometimes I feel like I'm only the beginning, I see even Tanquinho. Tanquinho is an example. Augusto Mendes, he's an example. He won his first world championship now, and he's 31. So I still have a lot of time ahead. I still have a lot of time to accomplish many things, and I'll be working really hard for it. I'll be working really hard, and that's what I want. And I truly believe I can still accomplish a lot of things.
Can you touch on that? What is some things that you would like to accomplish?
Yeah, for my main goal is win the worlds. I was close a couple of times, but then this year I thought I was really well prepared this year, but I was a bit disappointed with what happened in my fight. So unfortunately it wasn't this year, but I'll try. I'll keep trying, and I got third place in 2011. So it's I'm missing a couple of details, you know. So I'll be training a lot, and I'll be with this crew here that I trained. I'm pretty sure one day I'll accomplish it, and that's what I ask God for, and that's my dream. You know, my dream is to win the world championship and to be on the top.
Amazing. Being only 24, like you've mentioned, is it weird when people are looking up to you and trying to emulate you and look for you to lead them in their jiu-jitsu career?
Yes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, now it's been 4 years that I'm a black belt now. So when I first got my black belt, I was 20 years old, so I was pretty much a kid. And not that I'm not now, but I was 20 years old, and I was just got my black belt. I just had got my black belt. I was still like a really, really fresh black belt. So sometimes I was like, am I a black belt? Yeah, I just got my black belt. Oh my God! I was still excited because I had just got my black belt, and people was looking up to me. People was seeing me in tournaments and coming and talking to me like, oh, I mean, I'm a big fan. I really like his style and this and that. And I was like, oh my God, really? I just got my black belt, and people are saying that to me. You know, I felt like it was a big responsibility. You know, and being only like 20 years old on the time, I was like, oh, it's a really big weight on my shoulders, like being 20 years old and people looking up to me and being a mirror for some people, you know. So, and now maybe I'm a little more used to, but at the same time, sometimes people say stuff to me and I'm always very honored, you know. I'm always very honored and thankful for those things that people say to me, because with those things, it makes me want to do even more, you know, and makes me grow, because I'm like, people are looking up to me, so I can't disappoint them. Sometimes that feeling goes to my head, you know, like I can't disappoint them, so that makes me work even hard.
Nice. I was wondering about you go around and you do tours for seminars and around the world. What do you like to show when you get there? And are you the type of person that would rather them just let you show what you have in mind, or do you care when they just say, "Oh, we really want to learn a position"? You know, like is it best for you to already come in with something you choose or what they choose? And how is it traveling, doing seminars? Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it. I love traveling, and I like going to place, getting to know new place. I like to get to know new people, new gyms, the whole environment. I like it all. You know, I like it all. I like airports. I like airplanes. I like traveling. Like everything. Sometimes I get layover like hours on the airport, and I'm not bored. I don't know why. But yeah, and about the techniques, I usually go with my techniques and techniques that I do in tournaments, techniques that I like, techniques that I do best. You know, things that I do best. I try to show why I do it, why I start doing it, what I do. I like to go over all the details, everything, situations. So I really like to show things that I do best. But I would never deny if somebody do me a request, maybe like somebody call me in, oh Samir, I wanted to do a seminar here on my gym. I would love you to show this kind of move. Could you do it? Oh, I would never deny it, you know. I would definitely do it. But usually I like to show like my specialty. So I like to show things that I do best.
Can you let the people know what you personally think they do best? We might have a guess, but what are your favorite things?
I like to do spider guard.
Nice. What is it about spider that you love?
I like the leg lasso. I love the leg lasso. I've been doing this forever. I used to do when I was younger, I used to do close guard, and I used to for a lower belt, I used to be pretty good on close guard. You know, I used to on my tournaments, I used to catch everybody on close guard and triangles all the time. But then I used to get I was getting promoted, and every time I was getting promoted, the technique seems to get harder and harder and harder. So then I had to open my game, you know. So that was when I started open my close guard and doing spider guard, you know, because I felt like, oh, close guard, I can hold the guy there and I can do my stuff. But it was just hard to close the guard because on lower belt, they let you close the guard sometimes. But then higher belt, more experienced guys, they know that close guard is not a good place to be. So they don't let you close the guard. It's hard to close the guard. So then I start thinking like, oh, if spider guard is also a good position where I can hold the guy and start attacking, it's kind of hard for him to attack me. So I'm going to start playing spider guard. And then from that day, I started playing spider guard, and I've been training spider guard for my whole life. And now, of course, different with more options, different controls, different positionings. But I still think like close guard, even spider guard. Even when I do half guard, sometimes I do half guard with the leg lasso. Sometimes I do, you know, like different stuff, but I try to put the leg lasso in it. Sometimes even 50-50, I do the leg lasso, you know. So a bunch of things that I like to mix with the leg lasso with the spider guard.
Nice. Other than yourself, who are some people that you admire their spider guard game? Who are some people you look at and really enjoy watching them for spider guard?
Romulo Barral is an amazing spider guard. Michael Lange, that guy's spider guard is crazy. It's really, really cool. And Leandro Lo, his spider guard is definitely really, really good too. The guy that I personally admire a lot, and
he's
glad that
killing it right now.
Huh?
I said he's killing it right now.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad I have the chance to train with that guy a lot, you know, because he does his camps here. He comes here and does the camps with us.
Amazing. Do you ever hope to compete in the events like the Copa Podio, like he has been doing in the Metamoris that's been obviously getting a lot of huge media attention? Are these type of events something you would ever like to do, ADCCs?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely be interested on doing all these kind of events. You know, Metamoris is one event that I'm really interested because of the type of tournament. You know, I'm really into submission only tournaments. I compete last year the Gracie Worlds submission only, and fortunately I won. And I really, really like the format of the tournament. I like submission only because people don't try to stall you. People open more the game. The game it's a better game, you know. And that was my whole life training. I was always training to submit. People used to make fun of me when I was younger. Even Caio used to make fun of me when I was younger. When I was like blue belt, he was like, how the tournament goes, Samir? And I was like, oh, I submitted 3 fights. And he was like, and how many fights did you do? And I said 4. And he said, okay, so you lost then because either you submit or you lose, you know. Because I used to go for submission the whole time, and I used to open everything to go submissions. And sometimes I lost, but most of the time I won, so it was good on my lower belt. But of course, now. You gotta control, you gotta do stuff, but positioning before submission, so all this kind of stuff. But I truly think my jiu-jitsu was always built for submission. So this kind of competition, I really, really like it. This kind of tournament. So that would be definitely something that would be interesting in doing. But all the others, Copa Podium too, and DCC, of course, I'll definitely beat you.
Yeah, when they're, like you said, a submission only really caters to the style that you have. Who is someone that you would love to go in there and fight for a submission only fight, and not because you have disrespect towards them, just because you think it'd bring out the best in both of you?
I don't know. A guy, there's many. I could tell you like many names, but one guy that, not because my fight with him last year was kind of disappointed. It's online. I get really frustrated every time I watch it because the referee made a lot of mistakes during the fight. And I really admire him. He's a great athlete. He's a really, really good fighter. And someone I respect a lot is Justin Rader.
Oh,
a
good competitor.
He's a really, really good competitor. Really good competitor. And I respect that guy a lot.
Sorry, you just named a really amazing match, I think, for submissions only.
Yeah, no, that's why, because my fights with him is always great. It's always great. We did 2 matches already, and both of them was really, really intense. Like, we never stopped 1 second, so it was really intense. And it was both of them was decided on the tails, But I was really frustrated. I was kind of frustrated because of the result. Like I said, I did not agree with the referee decisions, but I think that will be very entertaining.
I hope someone's listening right now that is able to put a match like that together, because as a fan of the watching those types of fights, I think you just nailed it for an exciting match. That's for sure. What do you have coming up other than Las Vegas Open? What else do you have for the remainder of the year?
Yeah, I have Las Vegas Open and then American Nationals, gi and no gi. Then I'll probably do another Open. I don't know why. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna do another Open, and then Pan Am's no gi, World's no gi. And not sure if they will have the Pro League, but if they do, I would love to compete if I'm qualified or doing the qualifiers. Oh, and also the World Pro Trials that's coming up in September.
Yeah, I see your competition list, and it's kind of the last couple of years have kind of been the same calendar year. Is that something you do on purpose? And if so, does this help you always peak around the same times and bring out the best in you?
What do you mean?
You really enjoy the Las Vegas Open. Obviously,
the
major
tournaments. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's always kind of the same ones lately for the last couple of years. Is that on purpose or just easier?
No, because those are closer to my house. Like I live on the west side, so Vegas is like I drive to Vegas. All the tournaments in LA, I drive, so it's easier, And I go with my friends. Sometimes I go to New York for the New York Open because I go there and I have the opportunity to stay with my friend Vicente Jr. So I go to I stay at his house. We do camp or we do trainings there, and it's really good always to go there and stay with him. Somebody that has been helping me since I was a blue belt. He was already a black belt, and he has been helping me a lot since then. And so I go there, I stay with him. So all the tournaments, I try to do most of the tournaments around New York and around this side. So usually like east and west, I go maybe like on the middle of on the country, I don't go much to compete.
All right, that makes sense. I was just wondering about who are some of your sponsors and people that help you out. Just give you a second to let people know who helped you out. Since you compete a lot, it's good to give them a shout out. So I'll let you do that now before I ask the next question.
All right. My main sponsor right now is Control Industries and the Fighter Tech. So those are my main sponsors right now.
If people want to help out, how do they get a hold of you, and how do people find out more about you? Do you have a website, perhaps, or?
Yeah, I do. I do have a website. It's SamirChantreBJJ.com. Also, my Facebook, Samir Chantre, my Facebook fan page, Samir Chantre BJJ. So to get a hold of me is pretty easy.
Nice. I was going to ask this, actually. This is what I remember. I'm watching Caio Terra's Deep Half, like 111 half guards, or I believe that's the title. And I see you with him helping out a lot. Do you ever have any plans to perhaps create your own DVD or an app to show your style of jiu-jitsu?
Yes, that's something that I've been working on these past months. I'm talking with someone, and we are close to get on the point so we can record the DVD. So I'll be coming up with a DVD very soon, and yeah, I'll put my best on it, and I hope people enjoy.
Nice. So you make a conscious decision to put out a DVD. Do you feel that you have something? I mean, of course you feel that way, but I'm sure you've seen other DVDs. What I'm trying to get at is your style more unique than what we can see on the matches because of the level of competition you're facing? Sometimes you can't maybe show it as well as you actually can do it.
Yes, I can. People nowadays they're very prepared to everything. That's why sometimes in black, like a lot of times you see very even. The fights are very even. So even people that sometimes even like I'm telling like that I like Spider Guard a lot, and that's what I do best. And maybe you tell me, oh Samir, I saw a couple of your fights and I didn't see you doing Spider Guard once, because either the guy opened something else or the guy forced me to do something else. Sometimes I had to play top, sometimes I had to play half guard. No-gi, my game is completely different. My no-gi games is completely top. So sometimes it's according to your competition, according to the guy that you're fighting with, you change your style completely, and even like the moves that you do, you might have to adjust. Sometimes you're facing a guy that's left-handed, so you gotta adjust yourself. So he puts the different knee that you're used to do this move, so you do another move, things like that. So, and I really like the way that I teach. I really like to show a lot of concepts, and that's like, for me, myself, my opinion, that's what makes you learn the move better. I can show you the move, you're gonna know how to drill the move, but then it's gonna be hard for you to do the move while you're competing because you didn't understand the whole concept. So learning the move doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to do the move. But if I tell you the concept, you might figure out the move instead of having someone to teach you. So I really focus on the concept of the moves, so I can teach, and that's what I feel that it's my thing. Like, that's what I feel that's more unique for me.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I got one last question for you. I was going to ask you, we were touching on it before, talking about, you're laughing about how you would win 3 out of 4 matches, or if you won them all, it'd obviously be submission. When you're teaching and you see a student that kind of reminds you of how you were at that age also, do you try to gear them towards, hey, it's very important to get points, or do you kind of, see them and encourage them to be always hunting for the sub like you were?
I used to, I will tell him not to exaggerate in any of them. Not to lean too much for any of them. I think you're gonna find a way. Like, you gotta find the balance. You gotta always go for the submission, but you can't. The thing is, you gotta worry about the point, but at the same time, you gotta go for the submission, but at the same time, you can't open space. So the thing that I used to do, I used to open space to go for submission. I wouldn't care, So I used to sometimes land in bad position because I went all the way to the submission. So I always tell my students to find the balance. Oh, if you're mount, don't go straight for the arm. You stay there for 3 seconds, get a point, and then go for the arm because you are in a stabilized position. But I wouldn't say like, oh, instead of sweep, don't catch the arm, sweep first. No, if the arm's there, catch the arm. So, but it all depends. It all depends where you are, in what position you are, because if you are in a dominated position, why to rush? But if you saw the opportunity and you are in a position that you can that you won't risk too much, just go. So it all depends where you are and all this kind of stuff.
Makes sense. Actually, one last thing. Sorry. I was just wondering if you can share with us, perhaps, your greatest advice that you received during your BJJ career so far, and what it was, and who told you it, and how it's perhaps molded you, or really, turned a light on in your head to change your thoughts or your ways.
It's gonna be hard for me to remember, but I'm sure I had not only one, not only one that had. The one thing that I say that people even laugh sometimes. I was trained with my instructor one day. I was like a blue belt, and he was heavier than me at the time. He was like. I was really light. I was like 60, like 130, 132, and he was like 160. And I was like, and he was on side control. And I was like, but yeah, I told him something like, oh, how much do you weigh? Like joking, right? Like he was feeling too heavy. And I was like, it depends. You want me to say that you want me to show you 160? Or you want me to show you 200? That's what he told me. Like, and by that, it always came on my mind. Like, okay, so weight is different than pressure. That was something that came on my mind right away. Weight is different than pressure. I can be 150, and I can show way more. So I always look for the pressure. I always looked to seem really heavy. So my hip, my upper body, I always tried to be heavy. Like always when I'm playing top, I'm like, oh, I gotta be heavy. So ever since my instructor told me that, it changed a lot my top game because I was looking to be heavy the whole time.
Nice. That actually makes a lot of sense. I just want to personally thank you very much for coming on BJJ Addict Radio. You've been a great guest to speak with. I'm personally a big fan of yours. I really enjoy your style of jiu-jitsu, and Let us know when you are coming out with this DVD. We'll help promote it and get the word out. And I'm very excited. I was glad to hear that you are doing that.
All right, thank you very much. I'm very glad to speak up with you guys, and yeah, I'll definitely let you know, and hopefully you guys like it.
For sure. Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. All right. Thanks for everyone listening to BJJ Addict Radio, brought to you by Red Belt Athletics. Of course, thanks to our producers at Fight Fans Radio, the wonderful Miss Erica. She's been holding us down since day one. And, if anybody listening right now has ways to work together and grow the show and reach the masses and help all of us, and ways that we could help you, not just a lopsided relationship, let any one of us know. There's always, Fight Fans Radio has their own email, and so does BJJAddictTV.com. That's info@BJJAddictTV.com. I'm always looking for ways to grow. That was Samir Chantre. Next week we'll have a brand new episode as usual, and August is going to be really strong, so get ready for that. And that's it, folks. Thank you very much for listening, and tune in next week at the same exact time. All right, have a good night, folks. Thank you. We out.